Hello.
I don't know why it makes me laugh every time I do that. Hello.
Well,
Hello.
I think it's because we want to say good morning because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We talked about this 1,000 times. But it's like we know it goes out at 2:30, so it's not good morning. And it just feels a bit weird going, hello.
Hello doesn't come off the tongue easily, does it?
No, it doesn't roll off as easily as good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. 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 Good morning.
Drink your coffee, Alan. Yeah.
Right, what are we talking about today? What do we think we would do today?
I'm going to talk, funny enough, about the Digital Circus because it's been a good week for some of our members this week, and actually thought we would celebrate how even after a couple of weeks of working with us, people are seeing growth, and it's quite exciting.
No, it is exciting because you launch these new memberships, you put it all out there, you promise the world, and you under promise and over deliver, and you do all of these things. But then when a month or so in, people are kind of already starting to see a difference, and some of the key phrases we saw in the last session was mind blown, didn't know this, just about to launch a new website, fantastic, and we've seen some fab growth on Pinterest and some fab, online.
People starting that Pinterest journey
Adventure, we say adventure.
Pinterest adventure. Which is really just people trying to get away, not get away, but trying to do something far removed what they are comfortable with already doing. So it's been and seeing
breaking down barriers. You don't like it when I do that, do you?
No, because then you did this, looking like a moron.
Well, one person's moron is another person's machine, Emily. The Digital Circus. The Digital Circus. Can I still do that?
We haven't done that for a little while. You can do that.
The Digital Circus.
But
can we tell the story we told yesterday again for anyone who may watch this one and not the other one? You know the story.
I know the story.
So it's our middle child Ben's 5th birthday Sunday this week. And we were at the dining table the other night eating dinner, and we were going, oh, Ben, trying to G him up. Ben, not that he needs it, actually. Trying to get excited all together as a family. And we're like, oh, Ben, it's your birthday. What would you like to do? It's like, I don't know. It's like, God, you must want to do something. And he goes, can we go to the Digital Circus? And me and I were like, oh. But then we also went, that proves at least our marketing's working in-house.
Either that or he thinks it's a real circus and we completely fooled him.
I know, we should do some more kids. What's your thought? Videos of the kids giving their thoughts on the Digital Circus. Because Lydia Rose will say something like, yeah, but where is it, Dad? You promised it to us. Something like that.
I'm getting excited about not the next session for the Digital Circus.
Yeah, what have we got coming up?
The next session is going to be about an introduction to macro content and what we talk about a lot in terms of what macro content is, how you can get started, how we can start repurposing it. So that's the next. But I'm actually looking forward to the session after that, which is the next sideshow.
That's because
session.
macro content's my session and sideshows you run.
No, we run.
Oh yeah, we do run sideshow. I forgot. Big Top 1 you run. Big Top 2 I run. Yeah.
Because with all this learning that's been happening, we're going to start having more breakout sessions and chats amongst our members. And I'm really keen to see how that starts to grow and how those conversations start, because that's where the magic happens.
It is, because the sideshow sessions, the accountability, the networking, the planning and all of that, and that is actually when we were launching it and people were asking us,
that was the top thing.
That was the top thing people got. So that's the bit we need to make sure is 100% spot on, and it will be. I say macro content I'm excited about because it's shifting people's thought processes on how to do their content and going from that what shall I talk about this week to creating chunkier bits of content that will work for you in the long term. And that's the exciting piece, is that's that shift from almost reactive content to proactive content, and that's why I'm super excited for that, because that will be a big shift for a lot of our members, wouldn't it be? So no, very excited. And because once it's working for you, then not that you can ease up, because the more you do, the more you get. It's exponential, but at least there will be some foundation, some content in place that will start will grow their audience, start growing their audience, and that's the key part, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and there's so much on there at the moment. Even from our very first SEO session, we've got the bulk of this. How it always runs is we have the bulk session, which is about an hour's worth of training, and then after that we release bite-sized content pieces to go alongside that training. So for example, last week was about measuring your current success, what's working for you, what's not working for you, looking at your analytics, understanding your analytics, understanding what the numbers actually mean and how you can tweak and adjust what you do to show up with your keywords and all that kind of stuff. So alongside that main bulky session, there is now shed loads of stuff on the training portal. That's how to connect your analytics if you haven't done it before, depending on what platform you're working on, how to connect your Google Search Console, how to submit a sitemap, all those little bits that after we talk about it in the generic sense, which was what we were very keen to do, is the fact that we give you this is what you should be doing, and then everyone goes, what do I do now? So we give you that insight, like those little tiny bits, and they're only a couple of minutes long per thing for you to then go and implement, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I just had a thought process. I think, do I say this? Because I may make the title for this video quite clickbaity, but I was going to admit now that I'd made it clickbaity and apologise for the clickbait.
Oh.
Shall I do that?
What's the clickbait title?
Well, I was thinking of putting what went wrong with the Digital Circus.
No,
we don't like that as an idea.
That's really negative, Nancy.
No, that's proper clickbait. But I was trying to sit here thinking of a title as you were talking, but is that bad news? I apologise to the nation for that.
Ignore him.
Yes. Well, that probably is a sign of too much stuff going on at the moment.
But
we talked about
what
that.
we do want, we want more of you to come and join us. That's what we want from now on. We are having such a good time with our current members, and they are obviously seeing some return already from coming and joining us, which is amazing. But there is room for more of you, and we'd love to see you. I think we really want to grow it to be a big community of amazing people who are destined to grow their business.
Well, it's kind of, I don't know what exponential growth times 2 is. So, right, the more you do, the more you get, but the more members we have, the more that happens. And it's kind of like cyclic exponential growth. And it's, the more members we have, the more magic that can happen in that kind of community space. But the more you do, the more you get as well. And it's, I don't know how those two fit together in one very slick. Perhaps it is one of those mornings for me. Not enough coffee or too much coffee versus not enough sleep or definitely not too much sleep. So it's those two things together. So please come and join the Digital Circus.
The digitalcircus.co.uk.
The digitalcircus.co.uk, where we show you what to do to grow online and basically grow your audience, connect with them and convert with them. Let's be honest about these things.
Get seen on Google.
Get seen on Google, because the more you do, the more you're going to get seen. And this is about doing the right things and about us showing. Because there's a lot of people who talk about visibility, but there's visibility in different ways. Ours is practical visibility to be found on Google by people looking for you. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it is. So cool. Right.
Thanks for watching.
If you feel free when watching this back to just ignore me being here and just listen to Emily, because I don't think this is the most slick.
I do most weeks.
No, most days. This is the slick and succinct I've ever been. So I apologise, but there we go. These things happen.
Thanks
Cheers.
for watching. Cheers, darling. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.